What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be doing a power hour clean here in my kitchen. As you guys can see, my kitchen is a mess. We just got done having breakfast. Of course, everybody wanted something different for breakfast, so I made pancakes, sausage, bacon, scrambled eggs. So I've got a lot to clean up and not so much time. I'd love to spend a good 2, maybe 3 hours in here just deep cleaning every little single nook and cranny, but this is real life. My time is divided between my kids and housework. My kids get most of my time, and then my housework is put to the side, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can. My main focus is cleaning my stove today. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but it's been a good 3 months since the last time I actually deep cleaned it. So first we're gonna knock out all of these dishes. I need to put away the clean dishes that were left in here from the day before, so that way I can fully load the dishwasher up and clean as much as I can in that cycle. And then I'll be stuck hand washing the rest, but that's okay. These pots and pans are not going to fit into this dishwasher anyways, so I'm used to it. So yeah, those are the plans for today's video. Anything else that I can get done in here is just going to be a plus for me. So while I'm cleaning up the kitchen and focusing in here, my daughter and son are in the living room watching cartoons, but also making a mess in there. But that's okay. The living room's always an easy cleanup. However, the kitchen is not. Everything in here needs to be scrubbed and sprayed and wiped up. So I'm just pre-rinsing everything that goes in the dishwasher first. Everybody always asks why. I do not know why. In my head, it just helps with the process. So when I say this dishwasher is jam-packed, I filled it as much as I could. And we're going to go ahead and get that going. I need to clean off this little space so that I can lay my dish mat. And I'm just going to jump right in and knock these pots and pans out. So while I'm doing this, I did want to update you guys a little bit. Like I said before, my daughter is on fall break. My son just turned 1. He's actually 13 months now. This past year has flown by so quick. I still cannot believe it. I did record a little bit of his birthday. However, I never got around to posting it. So I may add all of that footage at the end of this video. It wouldn't make sense for me to share my birth with you guys and then not his first birthday. A lot of people here on my channel has actually followed me since I had my daughter on TLC, so they seen her birth as well. So I'll definitely post that video at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. I'm almost finished with the dishes. I didn't really have much to do, and I'll take this little bit of dishes over everything that's in the dishwasher any day. And then when I'm done cleaning all this up, we're gonna jump right over to the stove. I'm just going to pop out all of my burners and then also these little grease pans. I'm going to let the grease pans soak in some hot water mixed with Dawn dish soap and a splash of bleach. I'll let them soak for a good 15 to 20 minutes. And then I've got this degreaser. It's called Grease Lightning. I think I got this at the Dollar General. I used it on my oven before and it worked really well. So I'm just going to completely spray down the top of the stove. And then I'm also going to spray in here as well. I'm going to lift this top up so that way I can clean under this once I'm done with the top. And then we cannot forget about the back of the stove. Stuff does splash up on there as well, so we want to degrease it and give it a good scrubbing. I did put some gloves on, and I'm just going in with this little Brillo pad. It does already have soap in the Brillo pad. I also wanted to mention I made up a cleaning solution in an empty spray bottle. I put hot water, a splash of bleach, and a couple drops of Blue Dawn dish soap. I sprayed that on here as well. I like to use the Blue Dawn dish soap here in my kitchen only because it degreases. And even though you're not frying foods in oil every single night, anything that you cook, the oil lifts and it leaves like a grease throughout your kitchen, on your ceilings, on your countertops, walls. So that is why I like to mix the Blue Dawn dish soap in any of my cleaning solutions that I make up. Whenever I clean the walls, the countertops, my fridge, the stove, the table, and I also spray it on my floors and wipe it up as well. And it just keeps that layer of oil and grease away so that nothing feels sticky in here. I cannot stand anything that feels sticky. I don't like for my hands to feel sticky, surfaces to feel sticky, or the floor. So that is my little trick to take care of that. And now to clean the bottom of this, I went ahead and popped up the top. It's just like a car hood. You can pop it straight up. And I'm just spraying everything down. Once I let everything set for a little while, I did go in and start scrubbing. Just the same thing that I did to the top. Also, before I forget, we were talking about the Blue Dawn dish soap degreasing. I seen a post here online saying that if you're having a problem with the stink bugs that are absolutely insane this year, you can make up a solution of water in the dish soap and then spray it around your door frames in your windows and it'll keep them away. But you have to repeat it every 2 days. I have not tried that yet, but I'm definitely going to because we're really struggling with them over here. Anytime the door opens or we open a window, there's always one or two that find their way in. And I just cannot live with them or the smell. So yeah, hopefully that helps out. I'm going to try it myself. If you guys have any tips, please let me know down in the comments. What do you do to keep them away? So before putting everything back together on the stove, I wanted to give it one last wipe down with the bleach in the water just to disinfect everything. I let these air dry in my sink. These come so clean that I don't want them to get dirty again, so I'm just going to line them in aluminum foil. I used to do this all the time. I don't know why I ever stopped, but I know that I never will again after seeing the mess underneath this stove hood. I know that they have covers for these at the store. I'll have to pick me a few up, but this is just the easy way for now. I have aluminum foil here on hand, so why not use it? Now that that's done, I'm just going to pop these burners back in. I did turn them all on off of camera to make sure everything worked well. This is what it looks like. So now moving on to my very dirty sink. We're going to have to give this a good scrubbing as well. I'm going to use the same cleaning solution, the bleach, the water, and the Blue Dawn dish soap. Instead of a bristle pad, I'm going to go in with my little scrub brush. This is a Dawn scrub brush. I found it at Walmart. I can't always find this same exact scrub brush whenever I go out, so I'll pick up and use any one that I can find. However, I do like this brand best because it does not leak. I've been using these for about 3 years now. They are a life changer. You can use these just about on anything or anywhere. You can use these on carpet. You can use them on anything in your kitchen, anything in your bathroom. They make scrubbing just a little bit easier. So if I had to stop here at the sink, I'd still be really satisfied with all that I got done. I knocked my dishes out, I got my stove cleaned up, and now the sink. But the kids are behaving. They're very entertained in the show that they're watching. It hasn't even been an hour yet, so I'm gonna just keep pushing and see what else it is I can get done in here while I can. So I'm just gonna get this sink all wiped up, everything around it, and then I also noticed this morning, right above this little entryway table, the wall needed to be wiped down. When we walk in, my husband loves to just empty his pockets and put everything on this little table. I'm guessing he puts his hand up on the wall whenever he's emptying his pockets because it looked a little dirty. So I'm just wiping everything down over here too. I pulled this little stand out. This used to be my coffee stand, but I didn't think it was too safe to have my coffee pot this low with baby Evan running around. He likes to pull on anything, and I didn't want him pulling the coffee pot off with coffee being in it and burning himself, or the coffee pot even falling on him empty because it could still hurt him. So I moved that over to my countertop in the corner, and we've just kept this plain. My husband's been using it as a drop-off whenever he gets home. So now that this area is clean, I got these new wall plugs from Bath & Body Works. The smell that I put in it is pumpkin pecan waffles. It smells so good. And I'm just going to decorate this area up a little bit since my coffee bar is no longer here. Add a pop of orange. It's very welcoming and it goes so good with the month of October and November. Moving on to the rest of my kitchen. All that I'm going to do now is just sweep up the floors really good. Sweep up all of the crumbs, all of the pet hair. And instead of Swiffering my floors, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees with a rag and my cleaning solution. And I'm going to give them a good deep cleaning. So that is something else that needs to be done in here. It doesn't take me but just a couple minutes to sweep the floors up. That's done pretty quickly. And then whenever I get my little pile going, instead of getting out my dustpan and sweeping it into there, because I feel like the pet hair flies around, it doesn't go directly in the dustpan. I'm having to sweep all over just trying to catch it, and that's a headache. So instead, whenever I get everything swept up, I like to use my little handheld vacuum. It's a lot easier and it just makes the sweeping up the pile so much more simpler. That little handheld vacuum from Vac Life has become a part of my everyday cleaning routine. I use it everywhere. I use it in my laundry room. I use it in my bathroom. I use it to vacuum up all of my husband's little hairs that he shaves on his face around the sink. I use it in my daughter's room to clean up whatever little messes she makes, and I even use it in the car. So this has been such a good purchase for me. Moving on to the last thing that I'll probably get done in here today, but that is okay with me. I've gotten a lot done so far. I'm going to deep clean my floors. Usually I do this with a bucket of water, but I'm just going to be using my cleaning solution because I never know when baby Evan is going to make his way into here. And then I'll just have to pour everything out of the bucket and it would have been a waste. So we're just going to do it the safe route and use the spray bottle and the rag. I have been Swiffering my floors all week and it's just time for a good deep clean. I like to use the rag so that way I can really scrub up anything on the floor that the Swiffer doesn't get. And this is a lot better for the floor anyways. I can control how much water I get on the floor as to where the Swiffer sprays out the same amount every time. So this is going to be the end of my cleaning video. I'm pretty happy with all I've accomplished in this Power Hour Clean With Me. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me today. I hope I gave you guys lots of motivation and inspiration, and I'll see you guys in the next one. To you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday.